which I feel like is something suited to your skill set, schmoozing them up per se. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of 3, sometimes 4, according to AI, Dads on a Console. We know not every dad can stay up to date on the latest and greatest in video game news that you need to know about, so we are here to do it for you. And remember that generally this show is kid-friendly. Today will be, right?
When is it
so no earmuffs are needed. Now on with the show. I'm one of your hosts, Wobble Plays, alongside the Papa Bear Court.
Hey, what's up? When is it not kid-friendly? Also, did you start off the show with an inside joke that no one would understand?
No, you got to look at x.com/treatadspod.
Just call it Twitter.
For more information. I'm just using the official nomenclature.
Big words again.
You can
dude.
nomen this
We
clature.
talked about this.
That other jolly old man you hear is Santa's favorite helper, Pez.
Santa's favorite hoe. What's up, Bojos?
Oh, you're gonna make Wabba like laugh again. Not in a
Bojo.
good way.
What's up, Bojos? How we doing?
Good. So we're prepared.
I'm prepared. I did my homework.
Yeah, me too.
I already like whatever. I'm bebotting and scatting all over the place. I'm
That's
good at
right.
That kind
Caught scatting everywhere.
Whoa.
That's what he
Hey,
just said.
remember
He's
that?
bebotting
Can we
and
do a
scatting
quick
everywhere.
rewind of when I was like generally in courts? Like, what are some instances where we're not?
We're talking about. I'm sorry. Have you not heard of the Scatman John?
Oh,
That's
yes,
what we're
that's
talking
right.
about. Skip it up
bebotting
at a
and scatting. What movie is
bebop.
that from? I'm bebopping and scatting.
That's
I'm
right.
so.
My man's bebopping and scatting.
You're the one who almost dropped an F-bomb there. Wabba.
I did not do that. I would never.
Wobble plays. Swear.
Wabba
So-
swears.
Wabba.
Wabba likes to
depressed.
swear.
Wobba's sad.
Swears. Twitch.tv/Wobba swears.
If only someone would take that. But this is our last podcast of the year. Did you know?
I did.
No, I meant the people.
Oh,
I
the
know
listener.
you know.
Okay.
So it is our last podcast of the year. So we're gonna take some time talking about this year in games and some things that we're gonna be, getting into for the ho holidays. So
I gotta swear.
But what?
Wow, unbelievable.
What I
know,
say?
with the
Holiday?
ho-ho stuff.
Oh,
What are we talking about is pimps and hoes. Does everybody realize like Wabba's like a pimp?
I dress like one in my the weird Snuggie hoodie I have. Wear that in public. No shame.
Settle down.
No shame November.
We know you have no shame. We've hung out with you in public.
No shame November.
No, it's no shame for all the
Yeah,
time.
no shame 2024.
Yeah.
Speaking of hanging out, we have officially resubmitted our application for media to the PAX East, and I'm excited and constantly hitting refresh.
We're not going to hear
Yeah,
anything until
for like forever.
February, March,
Till February?
probably.
It was
I
pretty
still have
late
the
when
thing
they
up.
sent us stuff last time.
Was it? Oh.
Yeah, I would search your email and do the time frame based on that. But I would say if you heard anything before February, I'd be surprised.
Yeah,
Because it's
like
not like
I've
they're
got
gonna
to
run out
book a
of tickets.
hotel and a flight. Like I'm the one making all these commitments.
I mean,
That's
they're not
right.
going to run out of tickets. So even if for some reason we're not selected this year, which we should be, but if we're not, we can always get Thursday, Friday tickets. I'm not worried about it.
Pez was saying how he's like, hey, like I said, you guys can figure out the hotel stuff and let me know. And Pez is like, we're already figuring out the hotel stuff.
Yeah, me.
You've been
he
included
asked
in
me
a
to do
chat
it.
for the past month.
Yeah, I was like, Wabba. I mean, I was like, Court, let us know what hotel you're staying at. And then in November 4th, to be exact, I added Wabba and my brother to a chat on Telegram that just said like, hey, Do you guys want to go in on a hotel room? Blah blah blah. Crickets.
I can't get
Yes.
the one that we stayed at the last time. It's like super uber expensive now.
That's
oh, is
nice,
it?
but we can go
Yeah.
wherever.
We're gonna be
What's a
in
good-
a Holiday Inn in Situate.
Okay, maybe not wherever.
No, I'm trying to get the Omni across the street. I want to just be close this time.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Yeesh.
They have some. They have a Irish bar there too.
No,
Quote,
that's
Irish.
MJ
that's the-
O'Connor's.
Yep.
That is a few PAXs ago before the three dad homies got together. Bethesda had a banger of a party over there when Rage 2
Warframe did
was
last
coming
year. I
out.
didn't want to go.
Rage 2 was coming out, and MJ O'Connor was like a Skyrim. It was an Elder Scrolls area, and they had
But
like banks of
Bunch of
Skyrim
nerds.
computers.
How is that a banger?
I wasn't done. Thank you very much.
I think you were though.
I wasn't done. And then the other one, which I think I don't remember the name of, but the other restaurant that's in that same area was like Fallout themed. And they had like they had an interview with like Todd Howard. The banger part, Court, if you must know, was you got free drink tickets, and you got some free Bethesda swag, which is pretty dope.
I'm
Did
gonna
it-
go there.
Did it glitch?
Yeah, it all disintegrated in the wash.
It bricked your car if you on the way home.
Come on, that's funny.
It
That was a good one. So yeah, I'm excited. So we'll let folks know, I guess, more details when we find them out. But if you're going to PAX, maybe you
Well,
know,
we're
let us
going to
know.
PAX. I'm going to Boston. It's all I have.
It's all Court has. We're gonna go to the Red Sox game. I think we're gonna go to that barbecue place we were all talking about.
Oh,
I'm down.
Sweet Cheeks,
Sweet Cheeks. Yep.
Yep.
Get some Q.
some BQ.
It's gonna be
I'm
great.
so excited. So what I'm worried about is I have very fond memories of that place, but I haven't been there in maybe 10 years.
We're gonna go. It's gonna be trash.
It's gonna be.
We will drink so much it
It's
doesn't
gonna
matter.
be trash.
Yeah, well,
We'll drink so much.
but
it
I'm
don't matter.
excited. But that's things to look forward to. Now let's talk about things that have already passed. Game of the year, or at least our favorite games. We don't have to talk about. We're not talking about Jeff Keighley's Game of the Year or whatever.
Yeah,
We're going to talk about.
I couldn't care less. I'm sorry, people. I don't want to be curmudgeon, but like the Game Awards to me, they don't care about the awards, so why should I?
No.
I will say just quickly, I did enjoy it more this year than I have in past years. I thought him getting made fun of by the Muppets was very funny because,
Why?
those guys were. My favorite joke was, and here's Keeley's best friend Kojima, and it was like, does Kojima know that they're friends? Ha ha ha! It's just silly.
Was it Stadler
I
and
love
Waldorf?
those Muppets. Yeah, they're. I think
Bangers, dude.
I love
Bangers.
Muppets.
The best part about the Game Awards is the end credits.
Yeah, or the trailer.
you guys are them. I want maybe
The
I don't need the Sattler and Waldorf.
Yeah,
I
you don't need the
podcast
Muppets
with them.
You got us two. You got these Bojos.
The trailers are good. Like the trailers are good.
Oh.
It's just the rest of the show is just absolutely painful.
It's
to
stupid.
watch.
And like it's really annoying to
Yeah.
have to listen to online discourse when someone's favorite game doesn't win. Like I'm sorry
Oh my
you
God.
poured
Fair.
your whole heart and soul into only playing Black Wukong, whatever, and it lost. Big deal. Get over
Sony
it.
paid for this award. Like, who cares?
That
You
doesn't
big
take away
money
your
lady.
enjoyment of a game. Right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
My favorite game is the Division 2.
Yeah, Court's favorite game this year is 6 years old. So there you go. And
So-
I want to preface this when we say our favorite games of this year, it's games that we played that may not have come out this year. Maybe there was new content like the Division 2 dropped or whatever. So if you're sitting at a red light and you're listening to this and I'm like, oh, my favorite game this year was Baldur's Gate because they actually downloaded mods in a modding toolkit. I don't want you to be in your car being like, that game came out in 2023 like a stupid dork.
Yeah, we're just doing things that we
Man,
enjoyed this year.
get it.
You just made fun of like half of our audience there.
Stupid dorks.
Listen, these anime clowns
I love that there's like
can go
crossover.
get pumped.
I don't understand that. It has to be Waba and his secret anime porn fetish.
So there was
No denying there. He just
no.
kept going.
How
So I
dare you
looked
talk
up that
about otaku spirit animal podcast like that.
That's a thing.
I looked up that podcast and I started watching it. I'm like, okay, this it's kind of good.
Well, I was like, the slaps, dude. I love this. The slaps.
So if anyone was wondering when we were talking about that, like, hey, why is like an anime podcast number 2 the crossover? That's my fault.
Yeah, now it's your fault. Now it's gonna be our number 1 crossover next year.
Welcome in, boys.
Arigato, listeners. Arigato.
Yeah. So let's what are some of your guys' favorite games? I mean, we don't need to go through the full list, but like, what'd you guys enjoy playing this year? Let's kind of phrase it that way.
Well, I know this is people might say this is a cop out, but like Astrobot was by far one of my favorite games this year, and a lot because like I played that with my daughter, like from front to back. Like, yes, you know what? Spoiler alert, or I guess disclaimer, I received a review copy from Sony for that game.
Shout out to them.
But I started playing it and my daughter was all in. From like every time there's been new content, and I say, yeah, there's been a new update. Like today, there was new content added to Astrobot. They keep adding new levels. They added a Christmas level. The gameplay of that game was fantastic, and you could play with your kids. Like it was way too much fun. And I've been saying this for a while. We need some fun back in video games.
Yep.
And I know I'm starting off with a banger and it won Game of the Year, and it kind of pissed a lot of people off because it won Game of the Year, and I think that made me like it even more. But the game was amazing. Like absolutely, absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Thankful.
I that's definitely one I want to play. I love the first one so much. It's great to kind of see a lot of people get excited over it.
You haven't played it yet?
No.
What the F, man?
Well, now it's on my, because I need stuff for my Xmas list, and so I put it on there because I don't have anything. Everything I have is it's a write off. So
Everything I have is a write-off.
So what I want is
man of the people.
That's what I do.
Man about town.
Good point. Pez, what's one game that you know, and we can just kind of keep going.
I'm gonna give you
Pez, what do you like?
My game of the year 2024, a little roguelite deck builder called Balatro.
Yep.
Truly should not surprise anyone. I reviewed it back in March.
Article about it.
I did. I reviewed it back in March. I wrote, and I quote, Balatro will make a case for strong indie game of the year. Nope, didn't. Actually made a case for game of the year.
Well, it's interesting. I play that almost every day on my iPad.
Yeah, it's incredible. It is one of those games that like truly anyone can pick up and you play a few hands and then you start to get the mechanics of it. It's not incredibly, it is not difficult to pick up, but incredibly hard to master. Because it is, once you get past your 8 antes and you get into endless mode, it's like you need to really start paying attention to your plus multiplier, X multiplier. It's just one of those games that to me signifies the, it's 10 o'clock, it's bedtime, you're sleepy, and it's like, okay, we're going to do one more run. Next thing you know, the sun is coming up because you are just like into this game so much. Local Funk did a great job developing this game. It's out on PC, mobile.
Local Funk is the name?
Yeah, that's the
dev.
It's the dev. It's technically a single developer, although he had some help with like the music and stuff. But single development team. Shout out to Woot, by the way, who hooked us up with over at PlayStack, who hooked us up with the
there
code.
it is.
Who got to accept awards on the stage, by the way, which was kind of cool to see.
Cool. It's so cool because it's like I've actually talked to that guy. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, we've known him for a bit. Like it's kind of cool.
So they've had a few updates to the game, just like cosmetic updates to change your the face cards of your suits. Games like The Witcher, so like you can have Geralt, excuse me.
That's
Geralt, Yennefer, and Dandelion. You can have Cult of the Lamb. You can have Among Us. Like you can have all these different games. I think there's 16 games in total now that you can like change the faces to. It's just a really, really good game. It's a really fun game. It's really accessible for people. You don't need to know poker hands because it'll tell you like there's an option to look at your hands and your how many hands of each type that you've done in the run, and it's just a really good game. And it's one of those pick it up for an hour, put it back down, pick it up for 2 hours the next day, put it back down, pick it up for 15 minutes, do a run, put it back down. You don't miss anything. You're not missing out on story. There is no story. It's just like get in, enjoy it, get out, or play it
You mean have fun?
play it for 10 hours and have a good time.
A video game that you have fun?
Yeah.
What a
Never.
concept.
Couldn't.
If you were on Twitter, you would have no idea people actually liked video games.
Seriously, I'm right there with you. And even Blue Sky, like that's just an echo chamber of people complaining about video games. I don't know what it is about social media lately. It's just a bunch of people out complaining.
Yeah, go outside and yell
And
at
now I'm
people on the
complaining
street
about
like
people
a
complaining,
real
so I'm
person.
just adding to the whole
Yeah,
thing.
we're just
Forget
as
it.
bad because we're complaining about the complainers.
No, go out in the street and yell at people on the sidewalk about video games like an adult,
That's what, yeah.
like how we used to do it.
Yeah, and dress up dirty so no one calls the cops on you. They just think you're crazy.
That's actually really good. That's a really good suggestion.
you
Actual
go.
Very good
financial
advice.
advice.
There you go.
My first one that I liked, again, I feel like a lot of these we've talked about before, but Star Wars Outlaws I think is really fun if you're going in understanding the expectations. If you go in thinking that it's going to be this like amazing gameplay, definitely, good gameplay, story amazing, season pass.
You're really selling it here, Waba.
Well, no, because I had a lot of gripes about some of the gameplay. They made those corrections too, and I think they do a really good job with communication from the community manager and their dev team and update schedule. And they're consistently like making changes. They reduce the need to have stealth like as a primary. You don't like fail the mission if you fail stealth. You can actually take secondary weapons you pick up off the ground. You can take it up ladders, which you couldn't before, or like drop them. So like they are listening to people. And also too, they actually just had a note today, or maybe it was in the community notes, that there is a way. There's like a horse racing in the game essentially with like animal called Fathiers, and they said secret note. No one has been able to get their own Fathier yet, even though by doing missions you can get your very own. So they have stuff in the game that people haven't even discovered. Several months later, as a community,
Well,
and I just think that's
people
cool.
I'll be honest. I stopped playing the game because it was crashing all the time. Remember, I had that game-breaking
Yep.
bug. So I'm hoping that's been fixed.
And I don't know, it's just it's like they're spending. It's not just okay, we're gonna release it and then we're gonna move on to the next thing. Like there's like a lot of support around it, and I think the season pass I had a lot of fun. Fits into the universe, and I would love KVS to become like canon. And it sounds like if it's anything like what happened with Cal Kestis, it would be a great addition to the universe. And also too, the voice actress got nominated for Game Award too. Didn't win unfortunately, but it's just cool. Like it's cool to see that like the game is. I don't know. I just think the game is good. I'm glad it's getting the performances are getting recognized, and I love the characters. So Star Wars Outlaws, pew pew. Court, what's next on your list?
Dragon Age Veilguard. I finished it. I'm only annoyed at one thing. So there is a missable trophy, and if you know how like I'm 2 trophies away from the platinum, and I can't do it now because I'd have
Ugh.
to replay the whole game again,
Rough.
and that annoys the living poop out of me. And it's not like it would make that big of a difference if I replayed the game again, which kind of just pisses me off. But
Mhm.
whatever. But I think graphically the game looked amazing. I played it on PS5 Pro. The game looked unreal. The story itself was great. The side mission stories, meh. But if you're a Dragon Age fan, I don't see how you don't like this game. The combat is really good. It's not like it has like really epic boss battles that last for hours. I'm not a big fan of that. I know some people who like the Final Fantasies of the world, they love that kind of stuff. But I thought the set pieces were great. I thought the characters were good. I thought they did a very good job of reinventing the franchise, but giving us something new, but still sticking to what people who love Dragon Age want. I think EA did a very good job with this. I can understand why they got such good scores overalls. Like a lot of people rated this game very high. I just thought they did a very good job with it. It was a good game. Like it was a really good game. I had fun playing it, and I couldn't stop playing it. Like, let's be honest. That was one of those games that I didn't stop playing for a really long time.
There you go. Pez.
Next game is one I actually haven't really talked about a lot other than a quick impression on the podcast, but Legend of
Yeah.
Zelda Echoes of Wisdom
Oh,
was incredibly good. And I think it's because after Breath of the Wild, 100 something hours, Tears of the Kingdom, I couldn't even finish because it just felt like more Breath of the Wild, and I was kind of like burnt out on the open world, build your own
You didn't like
mecha,
building things for no reason?
build your own mech, right? Like build your own friggin' Power Rangers Zordon thing. I was like, man, I really just miss old Zelda games. I just want to be in a top-down dungeon. I want to do puzzles, even though I'm not smart, and I just want to, have fun running around the world, kind of like Link's Awakening type. They drop Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. You get to play as Zelda, and the echo mechanic is very cool. So for those that don't know, you basically get this wand and you create echoes of things. So if you need to get across a gap, you can create an echo of beds and walk across it. You can create an echo of enemies that you have defeated, and then they will fight on your behalf as echoes. It was just fun. It was, again, I think for us, games really haven't been fun for a while, and this year it felt fun.
Yeah.
I'm still playing Division 2 for God's sakes.
And that could be there's a ton of reasons why that is the way it is, but it surprised me because I thought it would just be kind of like a reskin of, because it looks very much like the 2015 version of Link's Awakening, that plasticky toy looking look. Look at me.
You guys, you're so good with words today.
I'm the best at words.
You're the wordsmith.
Do a lot of words. And
Your uncle right now has been so proud of you.
I know.
It's the one time he was listening to the show and he was like, I agree with what
He's
you
like,
just
"Ooh,
said."
I know a lot of words. So yeah, it's been honestly, it was a very fun game. It was probably my favorite Switch game this year, in a year where I don't feel like many good Switch games came out.
I looked at the list. There really wasn't.
No, there
Besides
weren't.
Ninja Turtles from our boys over at Outright, which that game is a Switch game. It's a good Switch game.
Yeah, you had Ninja Turtles. I mean, I don't count like Thousand Year Door remaster because it's just a remaster of Thousand Year Door. So like, if you played the first one, you've played the remaster. So I haven't played like the Mario Luigi game yet. But yeah, so Legend of Zelda Wisdom of Echoes.
Peach came out too.
Peach was a lot of fun too, but did not make my list.
Fair. My next one is also very obvious. Persona 3 Reload. I have to go back to that in Sony form because I canceled my Game Pass subscription. Womp womp. That game slaps. So when I got into Persona, I got into it Vita, and that was still too late to get back into Persona 3 Fez on the Vita. It was a PSP port, and it felt old. And I made it very challenging. I tried to play it twice, and it's just tough. But taking the visuals of Persona 5, which I love so much, and putting it into this really great story with these fleshed out characters, it's just, the game is good. The game is good. It feels like a brand new game, frankly, because it is. It is a total remaster, and it's fantastic.
Oh, that just tripped me out. For a second there, I thought Pez's PS5 was like right beside me.
It's if you move more to the right or your left, but yeah, it's great. I love it, and Atlas had a great year between that, and I have not yet played, but I'm sure it would have been on this list. Metaphor ReFantazio. I will be talking about that one.
I heard that is an amazing game.
Yeah, I heard it's very very good.
That's God. It's on my wish list. I know you guys don't care about the awards, but like they won a bunch, which like they should. There's I'm looking for something. They use Esperanto in the battle themes, which is really cool. Do either of you know what Esperanto is?
No, I think it's something you put on barbecue.
Or no, it's an Eagles album.
I did not know you both of you would be prepared with something. Is it really? What is the Eagles? Is it really?
No, Desperado is the song.
Oh, Esperanto. Sorry.
Esperanto.
So it's a constructed language.
Senses.
It's like it was. So it came out like someone created it in like the 1887. I'm looking at the Wikipedia. It was supposed to be like a universal secondary language, like how English is kind of the universal, and this was supposed to be a like another one.
How'd that work out
like
for that person who invented
it? Did not work out at all, but it's still like really interesting.
It's like Waba. You know what? We'll go down the lineage of the whole thing, and it's somebody in Waba's family.
Yeah,
they tried.
It's like I'm trying to sell it like 200 years later. I'm like, guys, let's give this Esperanto thing another shot. But actually, Atlas did, so shout out them. They got my memo. But it has a lot of, what is it? 80% derives from Romance languages, but it also has Germanic, Greek, and Slavic. I'm just reading this, but it's basically like this really cool like hybrid language of stuff. Did you guys ever see? There's like a Italian
Oh wow,
singer.
he's really explaining.
No,
it.
I think
Right
Esperanto
now,
is
don't
super-
care about.
No, I think Esperanto is cool. There's like an Italian singer that
No,
sings a song
I
that he
get
thinks
it.
that sounds
Pavarotti?
English.
Mussolini.
No, Jesus Christ! But it's him making nonsense sounds. But
Is it Mario and Luigi?
It sounds American, but
Mario
just-
from the Mario
that's what, like,
Brothers.
Esperanto
Chris
is.
Pratt.
Hey,
You guys are
it's me,
ridiculous.
Mario.
Anyway,
Someone
Atlas
give me a
Banks.
mushroom.
Court, you're next.
Someone give me the mushroom. Where's my brother Luigi? I think he's in jail. I think he did something.
Sorry, my apologies. Okay, Division 2 doesn't count, but I've been playing that still. I can't count that because that's my favorite game every year. Ubisoft keep. You know what? Division 2. It has to be.
Nope.
I put over 600 hours to this game. And Ubisoft has put out content every year for this game.
It's crazy, dude. 6-year-old game and they're still pumping content.
So kudos to Ubisoft on keeping me happy. I'm doing the scout missions as we speak, and trying to do my journeys. They keep adding new loot, new exotics. They changing the meta all the time, and they keep adding to the story, which is absolutely insane to me. And yet, I still don't have the Division 3 yet. But I truly, truly enjoy a game that is originally released on the PS4.
Ooh. Respect that. Pez,
Respect.
what do you got next?
I can't believe I'm gonna say this.
NHL 25.
No, hell no. But there is an.
What are you
EA
doing
game.
after? Hold on. What are you doing after this podcast?
CFB.
After this podcast, I will be playing NHL 25 with Waba and 2 other people. We're running 6s.
Sniper. He's sniping.
The best-selling sports game ever. College Football 25.
That was
That
next on
game.
mine.
That game had the
No.
worst UI ever.
It's fun.
That
So
game.
what? UI was terrible, and the Ultimate Team was trash.
Oh, I know. See, I don't play Ultimate Team.
Ultimate
so
Team blows.
wouldn't know.
Fair.
Thought the gameplay was good. It was say it's great because there were some bugs, but it was
It's
refreshing.
Buffalo Bills of video games.
In a landscape. Oh, then I would have said it's great. It was refreshing in a landscape of EA games that is just shat out of the machine every single year with minimal updates. This team over.
Well, but he said a naughty word.
Yeah, I did.
I don't recall.
This one was worked on for 3 years. This one was worked on for 3 years. They put a lot of honestly, like it sounds cliche, but they put a lot of love into it. They have a lot of the program traditions in. They brought back Team Builder. 95% of Team Builder worked really well. Dynasty mode was great. I thought Road to Glory was really bare bones, and kind of tough to get into after you get through like 3 weeks, because it's pretty much the same thing over and over. Dynasty was a lot of fun. Recruiting is great. Makes your team feel, it refreshes your team basically every single year because you don't have these guys on contracts and they can leave and go to the NIL and transfer portal and blah, blah, blah. I had a lot of fun. I put 140 hours into it on my PS5. Easily my most played game this year. In fact, the other day I was making a team on Team Builder, so I'm still using it, still playing it, and still having a good time with it. So if you're a fan of football, don't buy Madden. Madden, I've heard from multiple people that it's not good. It's very slow. It feels like 24.5. Don't waste your money. If you want a good football game, go out and get college football. You'll have a blast. Even if you don't like college football, you'll learn to like it because it is a good game.
Yeah, I'm not a college football fan, but that was gonna be on my list too. I
I
like
am
being able to
shocked that
making.
You are not a college football fan. That is something I never would have thought.
I don't. I'm not even a regular football fan. My team stinks.
No, I'm that.
He's being
I know.
sarcastic.
But
However, I have a theory of why the Northeast does not like college football, and that's because the Northeast has a lot of pro teams.
It's not
Fair.
all that. It's also like if you think about it, like in Canada, we couldn't give a poopy like a poo poo doo doo. Like we just don't care. Like we have college football teams. You have college. We don't care about any of it. But you know what we do care about? We care about BU hockey, Boston College. Like,
Yep.
All right.
Well, that's
It's
because
hockey.
Big East hockey is best hockey.
That's
No.
right.
Waba.
Sure.
Now that I stole your game.
No, I had
Find
another
another
one in
one.
backup. It's called Until Then. It's a game much akin, in my opinion, to A Space for the Unbound. It is a kind of, pixel style, not as much as Space for the Unbound. It is by Polychroma Games and published by Maxim Entertainment, and it's been really fun.
Maxim? Like Maxim magazine?
Maximum.
Maxim
I have not.
Entertainment.
Imagine. Way different game. But
Oh,
I have not finished
you
it
get
yet
boobies?
because it kept crashing at a certain point, which I thought was unusual. Turns out it was because my PlayStation was vertical and not horizontal. So I think that one's on me.
That's so weird.
I know. So shout out Sony, but I want to go revisit it because
That doesn't make any sense.
you're telling me my machine would just shut down and overheat. But the game, it has some really interesting characters, like fleshed out relationships, and it's it's a visual novel style story with some like exploration. So not anything you guys would probably play. There's also a lot done through like text
What are
conversations.
you saying?
And, like,
We don't want it.
answering
We're not intelligent.
No,
are you saying we're stupid?
You don't want to read your games. I do.
I play Coffee Talk.
Oh, that's right. Okay, Pez might like.
Yeah,
And I've
Pez,
played
Pez,
all the
it's
Persona
Coffee
games.
Talk.
Oh, that's
Coffee
okay. Never
Talk.
mind.
I
Coffee.
have played Coffee Talk.
That's fair. All right, yeah, Pez will. But it's good. It's funny, like writing and dialogue. Like it's nice with like some of these
Always
indie
so quick
games.
to judge, eh?
I always quick. I learned it from Pez. But when like you can tell that they've spent a lot of time developing these characters.
Shots for no
Just-
reason.
he's like,
I'll take.
"What
Yeah,
do
it's
I
fine.
do?"
I'll take it. I'll take it.
But they really spent a lot of care and time with these characters, and you can definitely tell. And like I appreciate that a lot, and it makes for a really fun experience. It's something I'm going to go back to because again, the reason I stopped playing was because I thought the game kept crashing. I was waiting for an update. Turns out it was my PlayStation not being facing west or something weird. So it's what it is. So I know we've gone around a few times, but are there any other games that you guys had that you very, very, very much enjoyed this year?
Pokemon TCG Pocket. Honestly, the game's amazing.
Yup.
Like I've had way too much fun playing with my daughter on a daily basis. Actually, I think I could open a pack live on the show here right now.
While Quote
Let's
does
go.
that,
Which
can I mention one that I withheld because I thought Quote would mention it?
Ooh.
Helldivers 2. I was gonna get to it.
Helldivers 2 was incredible. I'm actually looking forward to going back now that the Illuminate is here. It's again one of those games. He's doing it live.
Oh, hold on.
folks.
He's doing it on youtube.com/ads in a console. You got to click to the next screen. You're not on the screen yet. You got to click
I
the
don't know
screen.
what he's
Oh.
doing though. He's
You're not there yet.
stroking
He's
his
doing
phone.
magic. He's doing magic. No, he's doing magic.
He's doing
I
magic.
hit
telling you,
thank
man. This is gonna be a big hit. He's gonna hit a shiny. Oh, he's going for the first one. Oh my gosh, he's
Because it
opening.
doesn't matter.
I know. I have to narrate it. He's going to open. I don't know what that is.
It's a Ghastly.
Is that? Oh, it's
What's a
Wheezing.
Wheezing?
So Wheezing, Hornbull. I don't know.
Cat Girl?
Purrington. Who?
Animated cat girl. a
Jolteed and
Jolteon.
oh.
What is that?
Denny?
Say it into the microphone. we can't
Whatever.
hear
It's a
you.
hollow.
Yeah, it's a hollow.
It's a hollow. We take
hollow.
these.
Hollow if you hear me.
That was a good one. Look at that, live on air.
Boom.
I love that.
It was my only new card of the pack too.
Woo.
Crushed it.
I have 1,247.
Dang.
Dang.
That's a lot of cards. So yeah,
Dude,
Helldivers, great game, fun community. People that genuinely enjoyed playing with one another. You could play with randoms, and they weren't like bojos running off into the wilderness. Like
I had way too much fun playing that game.
They all wanted to do the thing and crush the bugs and blow up the Terminators. And great game, a lot of fun, very memeable, which I think helped. And
Yup.
it was fun. And
Us-
I hope that the developer has learned their lesson and to please stop drip feeding content for almost a year before they release their third faction, if you want to call them that.
I was
so yeah.
telling them beforehand that I actually logged back in just to buy a crossover. I bought $4 worth of Super Earth credits or whatever, so I could buy the Hellgast helmet and armor.
So he
because
could look
I
like
love it.
Ann Takamaki from.
That I would pay
FIFA.
way more, but unfortunately they haven't done an Atlas crossover.
I got
But
so
it's-
many
I-
hollows already from this set. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So that is Pokemon TCG, and you can tell.
Yeah, because you guys started talking about Helldivers when I was talking about Pokemon.
I
You
was
were
setting you up to get
setting it
ready to
up.
pull the pack. I was just setting
and
up.
I did. I pulled a big pack. I
did.
didn't pull like an EX or what's it called, Waba, when it like shows the thing in the background?
Oh,
Like
like
it
the
moves?
motion cards.
Yeah, those are
I
cool.
don't know. I love those though. We haven't gotten the Mewtwo one. even
I
though
have
we've
the
opened up so
Pikachu
many
one.
Mewtwo.
I have 2 of them. But
Charizard.
Chunky one?
You have Charizard?
No, I have Charizard and Pikachu.
Chunky boy.
I don't have Mewtwo, and we've opened up like hundreds of Mewtwo packs. Not
Have
hundreds.
you spent money on the game?
No. I don't think the premium pass is worth it.
So did you at least get it and then discontinue?
No, but
so
I'm
you-
going to.
Yeah, because then you get the free Mewtwo card.
Oh, all right, then I will.
See?
See, it's easy ducats. Yeah, that game slaps. And if you have so
And you'll
that game,
get 10 free packs right off the bat too. by
oh,
the
you
way.
just for that?
Yeah.
I'm in. I like how that game, like, it's good to play if you have like a young kid. Like my daughter, every morning and every evening, she's like, "Can we open packs? Can we do a wonder pack?" And it's great too when I see Cord on like a good wonder pack, and we like go and like do that. And she loves sending the hearts. You just hit a button that says thanks. She doesn't even care about the battling. We'll do it, and I'll tell her like, okay, move this, like click that button. If we're doing the battles, and it got me like, I went out and bought like packs, like real packs to open with her, and she loves it. It's great.
So-
It's a great thing to do with your kid.
She's getting 2, so a trainer box from me or Santa, and she's getting a trainer box from friends of ours. So she's getting 2 elite trainer boxes for Christmas.
I hope she pulls the. Well, is it a well?
So
Which one is
she
it?
is getting from Santa. Well,
You
I messaged
wrote to
Santa,
Santa.
and it's the new set, the shining diamond or surging sparks. or
Surging
whatever.
Sparks is really the
Yes.
hotness.
Yeah, so she's getting 2 boxes of those.
I want that Pikachu so bad. It's worth like $500. I know you
Oh,
don't care
this
about
Bobby
the value.
Orr that I got. It's someone's posted it on eBay for $300
Get it graded.
because it's the Bobby Orr picture, right? It's like
Yep.
the card you want to get.
Even if you plan on keeping it, get it graded.
Well, I'm playing in his golf tournament this summer, so I'm planning on getting him to sign it.
Stop. Get it graded though too. You can they'll authenticate the auto. And it's not. I know you're not selling it, but it's a cool memory to protect.
I just really like it. It's like one of my favorite photos of all time, right?
It's very cool.
I wish to be totally honest though with you, I wish it was the Bergeron photo.
The one from the Leafs game
Yeah,
where they're like charging away from the net.
my favorite photo.
Those were the days.
Hey, can
Well-
I throw a curveball in for you guys?
Yeah.
Gonna
Any
say
games you're
Concord.
looking forward to in 2025? I stumped him.
Assassin's Creed.
Stumped him.
Not
right
even
there.
thinking twice. AC,
AC
and
Shadows?
Ghost of Yuma, is it called?
I actually don't know. Ugh. Ghost of Yotai.
Yotai. Those are the 2, like big time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shadows. So that's in February. It looks. I'm just looking at a thing.
Yeah, AC
February.
Shadows. Dude, that game. I love my Assassin's Creeds. I platinum them. I'll put like 100 hours into them. I'm gonna play that game.
Mine is Freedom Wars Remastered.
Oh, that's right. You told me
Coming
about
out
that.
coming out in January.
Oh, and Grand Theft Auto. Like, let's be honest.
I don't think it's gonna come out next year.
Their financials say different.
Good. I am definitely looking forward to playing it. Monster Hunter Wilds in February, and then there was one more, and it was sticking up here, and it's gone now. Oh, Ghost of Yotai, because Court mentioned it.
I'm just looking at a list, and so when you told me Freedom Wars, that game's excellent. There are people that actually get their sentence down to 0, and you just get a bathing suit outfit. Shout out them.
Really?
Yeah, I had to look because I'm like, I'm not doing this. I beat the game on Vita. It was excellent. But
There are,
yeah,
like, a
just
lo-
so
Sorry, there are a lot
No,
of
go ahead.
games I'm like interested in that I would have to. It's like a wait and see. Like Avowed is supposed to be coming out from Obsidian, and I'm like, what kind of Obsidian game are we looking at? Are we looking at like the grounded type? Probably not. But is it like Outer Worlds?
Hey, you know what we
Or
didn't
like
talk
what are
about?
we looking at?
All the Xbox games are now coming to PlayStation.
I know it's crazy, right?
Like all of them are.
get rocked.
Like they straight up said every game
love
is now.
that.
There's no Xbox exclusives.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Good. Give it here.
I'm glad.
I think
And
that's crazy though. Like that was it Santel Nadal or whatever. He did that interview and he was like, no, like every game is coming. Like maybe he pretty much was like, they were like, well, there might be some. He's like, maybe, but like every game is coming because you're gonna be able to play Xbox anywhere. Like that means the new Fable will probably be on PS5. That's
oh,
crazy.
yeah.
Bring it on.
I'm gonna get Indiana Jones in March. I guess
on
it
this
would be.
podcast have talked that we that Microsoft is just going to become basically like a games
publisher.
for service. Like Xbox, they don't care about selling consoles more now. They care about selling software.
Well, they stopped caring about selling consoles when no one was buying them.
Yeah, because they can't keep up. They're
You are
getting
right.
blown. They're getting the doors blown off by Nintendo and Sony.
Steam Deck.
Shout out Steam Deck.
Since you mentioned 2025, Judas is slated for 2025, is it not?
That's right. That's right.
Ken Levine's game.
That
I wonder
that
if that'll
game
be at
is gonna
PAX East.
smash. Stop.
Well,
March
that's made
2025.
here, right? The
It is
studio's
made
here,
here.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ghost Story games.
They're saying March of 25.
Nani.
So,
No,
it-
so PAX is after that.
Yeah, but they can still
it's-
promote
they
it
still may
there.
be there. I completely forgot
Don't-
about
it's
Judas
like-
because I haven't like heard much about it since
You're such a Judas.
it's like trailer.
It's like, don't give me hope. There's also, you guys don't care about this. Shout out to the Weeps who watch that other anime podcast. Hunter x Hunter Nenex Impact. That's a full-fledged Hunter x Hunter fighting game.
Might as
shout
well
out
just
to my
say
Weeby
NHL
boys.
26 at this point.
No, well, I mean, I'm gonna play NHL
Natch.
26. And there's one. Oh yeah, Lost in Random, game that I really liked. They have a sequel coming out called The Eternal Die,
Oh,
and
nice.
I'm excited for that because that game was awesome.
Oh, that was that
uh,
EA indie game you really liked.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
But a lot of people from the studio that made it actually branched off to another studio called Moonhood, and they're doing a very cool kind of like creepy looking claymation style game. And they are coming out with their game called The Midnight Walk, which is coming out next year too, and I'm really excited for that. Those two like the studio that the people that remained and the people that moved on, all very talented. I think they're all from Europe. And like I don't want to say which country in case I get it wrong, because I've done that in my chat. But they're great, and they're very passionate, and they're very bright, and the stuff they put out on like Twitter for like their games, especially like Moonhood, is very active. The claymation that's happening and the creatures are creating, it's weird. I love it. So shout out those. Look at that, only one anime game. You guys are welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for sparing us.
That was
And
from
hopefully
Otaku
Wolverine, but we'll see.
podcast.
I don't know if it's coming out next year.
I don't
I think everything is going to stay the heck out of the way of Grand Theft Auto. Let's be totally honest here.
as truthfully as it should.
Like I'm debating. So right now I'm playing Alan Wake 2, loving it. Waba, you can't play that game. You'll poop your pants.
I can't do horror games anymore.
And then I'm debating because I don't feel I gave it a good enough chance. Starting Red Dead Redemption 2.
Whoa, look at that.
Let's go. Let's go.
Proud of you.
Because that'll be a long game and I could just play it and not care.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it would look really good on my PS5 Pro.
But definitely.
Because I'm a pro.
Because you are a pro.
Pro.
Professional pro.
Pro, bro.
Pro, bro. Pro, bro.
So that's our look forward. I like that. Good question, Pez. It's
Thank
like
you.
you've done this before.
Thank you. I have to provide something other than yucks to the team,
Yucks.
Whether that's
so-
laughs or just generally my degeneracy.
I respect
Choose
that.
for yourself. It's a choose your own adventure.
You don't respect much, Waba.
I don't. I respect a game recognized game.
I do
You
what I
respect money.
can. Respect.
I respect a good deal. You know.
I look at my investment into that box because I was given $100, so I didn't have to. That money wasn't mine, so I only spent $160 on that box. I got a card that's worth over 200. I got these autos that are worth 100 each, and I got the Segen. Good investment.
Good deal.
Waba's buying a box, and then he's gonna get a Bergeron. I'm gonna hate him.
If I
It's
got
gonna happen, or a
Bergeron,
Tuca. He's gonna
I
get a Tuca or a Bergeron. I'm gonna hate him.
would legitimately cry on stream. Obviously, because content. But
Kaz is like falling asleep while doing this.
I'm
Womp
very
womp.
sleepy.
Any other things we want to talk about before the holidays, folks?
What are you guys doing on the holidays? What are the traditions in the household?
For me,
Both of you, all three of us.
A Christmas Story on Christmas Eve.
Beautiful.
It's fantastic. Daughter's not liking it so much.
Ooh,
She wants to change the tradition this year and watch The Grinch animated. That's her favorite Christmas movie.
Cumberbatch.
Yeah, it's
Month.
good.
the kids love that one.
It's good.
Yeah, Kenzie loves it.
It's got a good soundtrack. So I'll just do A Christmas Story on Christmas Day. And I'm gonna do old fashions until I
Oh.
can't walk.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
Respect.
Oh, and I'm gonna get my new. I know some of my gifts, so I'm getting a Boston Bruins sweater.
Very
That
nice.
that well, because I picked it out, and that 2011
Oh,
Boston Bruins hat
can't wait to see
with the
it.
Stanley Cup logo on it. It's white, and I'm getting Boston Bruins slippers. I'm getting a teleprompter.
Yep.
And I'm getting a pair of track pants.
Ooh.
It's gonna be
And
swagged
and a
out.
box of Upper Deck Series 1.
Swagged out on Christmas Day.
I'm so excited for Series 2 though as well. I think this year
It's
Series
not even
1
expensive, by the way.
has been great. Yeah, like I found some retail like at Target. I was blown away. I found tins. I didn't buy them. Tins
Series
and
2?
blasters. No, Series 1.
Yeah,
Series 2, I'm very excited for too. I think this year has been a really good rookie crop, and it's very like the price.
but the
like you said,
pre-order is
is
not
really good.
expensive though, because the a lot of people got burned on Bedard, so they didn't do that this year.
Good. It's nice
It's
to
only
see
like
hockey cards
for
in the wild.
Canada, it's only 140 for Series 2 pre-orders.
Yeah, so it'll be like 100, 110. But yeah, good picks.
Wow.
I go to my in-laws. We hang out the night before. They're a big Muppets Christmas household, which is great because that movie slaps.
True.
Some people come over, we do some gifts with, part of the family, and yeah,
So you technically as someone who celebrates Christmas and Hanukkah, you get like a lot of presents.
I used to, yeah. Why do you, I'm not selfish because of it at all.
Are you Paz, I need a ruling
listen,
on that.
the real we need to get concerned when next year he also celebrates Kwanzaa. That's when you really
I'm coming
need to
for
be
If he
every
could
concerned.
holiday.
make money doing it, he would.
What other holidays can we pick up? Give me
Krampus.
Let's do it.
Waba is
Give me
like
Festivus for the rest of us. I'll air my grievances
Waba's
too.
like the episode of The Office where Dwight buys all like the Barbie dolls and then he just resells them at like 5 times the price. Like the night, like the 23rd.
So, do I want to share this? Yeah. So you know how Taylor Swift came out with stuff. Your
Yes.
boy tried to resell it all, and it didn't work out so well. I just recently returned a lot of it.
Blew up in his
But
face.
I
What did you come out with?
a book, a CD, and a limited edition vinyl.
It's
Shout
for,
out to Europe for not buying from my inflated prices. I bet Canada would have if stuff was open, but it is what it is.
Interesting you say that. So I don't know if you guys realize this. In Canada right now, video games and toys have no tax.
Oh, interesting.
So Amazon was putting all the Pokemon trainer boxes on sale. And your boy bought 10 of them
Homie
tax
scooping.
free. And then once a year from now, I'll pop them all back up and I'll double the price.
Call my man John Deere because he's scooping.
So dumb.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb, but that's why I'm here. That's the yucks.
What about you, Pez?
So I have a stupidly enormous family. So because on Christmas Day, so I have 4 siblings. Well, me and 3 siblings. 3 out of the 4 of us are married, so we all kind of scatter on Christmas Day. Christmas Eve, immediate family will come to my house, which means there'll be like 15 of us. So basically the genesis of this was my parents want to watch the grandkids open their gifts instead of giving them to us on Christmas Eve and then opening them on Christmas Day, like in our own individual homes.
Sega Genesis.
Dude, I wish I could have a Sega Genesis again. So we'll do that, and then my uncle has had an open house a couple towns over for like 40 years. So Santa will come about 7 o'clock. He'll give out gifts to the kids that are there, and then Christmas Day we'll do gifts. Last year, this is how you know like your kid is getting older. Last year we had to wake Kenzie up at 8:30 in the morning. There's no like 5 a.m. wake up anymore. It's just like, we have a rule, like, do not wake us up before 7 o'clock. If the coffee maker's done, because we have a timed coffee maker, if the coffee maker's done, you can wake us up. So 7 o'clock, you can wake us up. But yeah, last year at 8:30, we were like, we should wake her up. Because then we go to my mom's for dinner. And that's it. Like, I have the week off from work. My plan is to play some games. I've started Spider-Man 2. I want to play, I'll be playing more Persona 5 on the Steam Deck, and I'll be playing some Spider-Man 2 and Marvel Rivals and just chilling. And then we'll be going up to my sister. She owns a camp in Maine. We'll be going up to her cabin up in Maine for New Year's Eve.
Why? Okay, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Why in the U.S. do you call cottages camps?
She calls it a camp, so that's what I call it.
Cottage? I call them
They hunt there?
house.
No.
But it's not a camp.
I know,
It's
it's a cabin, but they just call it a camp, so that's what I call it. I don't know.
Camp Pez.
Not
But like,
mine.
isn't a camp like a tent?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not my thing to call. They call it a camp. I'll just call it what they call it.
Not his monkey, not his circus.
That's right. I only get to be a guest and drink my face off.
Hey, you know what
Good
Pez does
answer,
when he
Steve.
drinks? He pulls out his app to show his blood sugar spikes.
I have to. Yo, your boy needs to pay attention to make
The
sure
amount of times he showed me when he was schmammered.
they
Dude,
are.
just delete the app and you don't even have to worry about it.
No, I have to worry. I worry about it every minute of every day. This is what happens when you're a diabetic. Got to pay attention.
That's fair.
Thankfully, at PAX, we walk like 15,000 steps a day, so it doesn't matter.
That was
Yeah.
so. I was still thinking like how fun. I was looking at some of the videos because we had to submit them for the media badges.
I used the Killer Clowns video.
But that was such a
because
good
you picked
interview.
a video that I wasn't in, and I needed to actually be physically in it, so I picked that one.
Oh, I just put
was
the
a good interview.
playlist. I gave them the playlist so they could just look at all of them.
We did so good. I'm excited. I hope it were. I mean, like you said, we're all confident, but that was a lot of fun being able to schedule interviews and be able to have some things lined up that
Yeah, that was
we
a good
like.
time.
So, and we're gonna get some extra time to hang out this year. So
I
I'm
can't wait to be
excited.
hungover.
Are you guys getting any time off for the holidays? Or
I have
taking
no.
time off?
No,
I took
have
Monday
none
off.
left. I have none left.
I went to the thrift store on Monday, loaded up, got some inventory in, and then I got next week until the new year off. I'm very excited.
Bob will be tripling those prices for Christmas, right up until Christmas. Quadruple free shipping, but it's quadruple priced.
Free shipping. Come on. Someone
I know.
asked me, they're like, "Hey, will you sell something for free shipping?" I'm like, "I don't offer free shipping. No go. No deal." 2
Free
hands
shipping
down.
in this
Can
economy.
you get me a Boston Bruins starter jacket?
I can look. I'll do it and I'll just give it
Size
to you.
large.
the
cost per
old
shipping.
pullovers?
Starter?
Pullover or a button up?
Dude, both styles incredibly good. The 90s pullovers are like
90s.
my
It has to be
favorite-
90s.
my favorite
With the pocket in the front?
jackets, of course.
Do you
I'll
know what's
check them
funny?
out.
Like that whole jacket became famous because I think it was who was the coach of the Buffalo Bills?
Marv Levy
No, during when they wide right.
during the Jim Kelly days. Let's go look.
Bill Parcells, wasn't it?
Oh,
No, he was
wow.
the Giants coach. He was the coach of the Giants. It was
Okay, no, then it was him.
Marv
It was the
Levy.
Giants then. Yeah, it was the Giants coach because he would wear those jackets on the sideline to keep warm his hands up.
Yep. I had a Celtics one. It was great. Loved it.
I had a Bruins one and a LA Kings one because
They've actually
Where'd they go?
brought those back. Like a company makes them, but they're like $150 for the coat, and I was like, no, I can't do it.
I just spent $250 on a box of hockey cards.
Keep it going.
Yeah, but you're a better man than me.
Well,
True.
We all know that.
Fact, not opinion.
Well, I think that wraps it up.
Yeah, wrap it up.
The
Wrap it up
episode.
for the year. Wrap it
Wrap it up
for
like a
the year.
present. You're going from Santa on Christmas Day.
Your real present is this podcast.
That's true, and it's free for you and yours.
Waba,
Any-
do you realize you do this on a weekly basis and you get paid no money for it?
Do I?
He's doing it for the camaraderie.
That's right. I do it
You
because
do
of
it all
my.
for the nookie?
I do it for my court-ordered community service.
He writes it off as a charity donation.
The time I spent
That's right.
is
Oh,
part
I've
of
spent,
helping.
Let's see, an hour a week. Let's see, that's 52 hours. You add in packs. I did their accounting books for 600 hours in 2024.
Pro bono. So this is all just
Charged at
my services
rate
are free.
of $58 an hour.
Exactly.
Donated.
I'm donating my time because I'm so kind.
There you go. My
Some
man.
might say I'm on the nice list. Some say I'm at the top of the nice list. But I'm not at the top of the audit list, and that's all that matters. But
No, thank you, Pez. That was terrible.
But if you don't want to get audited, make sure you go to youtube.com/dads&console and subscribe. So it's guaranteed you're not going to get audited. Not financial advice.
No, yeah, not advice at all. Some guys are going to be like, you know what? I subscribed to you guys and I got audited because in 2019, I didn't report $500,000 in gambling debts.
That's
you
right.
said I didn't have to.
It's not a loss if you don't sell. We hope you guys had a fun year. Check us out at 3dads Pod also for more stuff. We'll be, and hang out. We'll be on our Discord over the holidays. So if you want to say hey, you can. Pop in
And
there.
if you'd like to know what to buy this year, go to 3dadsconsole.com where we will have a incredible annual what to buy during the holidays.
That's right. Coming up in the next few days. So look forward to that. Thank you guys so much for an awesome year. 2024 was great. What? Thank you. Who was that? Was that a duck? That was weird. But hope you guys had a great year. Thank you so much for spending part of it or all of it with us. Thank you for letting us into your cars, homes, iPod, CDs, tape decks. And we're looking forward to seeing you
put us
all
in your
next
talk
year.
Boys. What? I had a talk boy. Did anyone else have a talk boy? It's just
I did too. I wish I kept it.
Home Alone 2 talk boy.
Would've
And
been on
the unknown
eBay.
variant talk girl. Shout out to all the girls out there.
That's right. All right. And we'll talk to you next year.
See you next year.